Hello friends, I hope you all are doing well. You must have used advanced filters many times before in Excel. In today's video, I am going to share with you an alternative approach that works in the same manner as advanced filter does. The approach I will share today will help you to make your filtration process quite easier. So, what we are going to do today is to develop a dynamic filtration bar by using only single formula of VLOOKUP. So let's dive into our topic. This is my data and I want to perform the filtration process by store name. As I told you that I am going to use VLOOKUP, then you are familiar with the fact that VLOOKUP cannot perform the search operation for multiple entries if they belong to the same category. For example, I have different products belonging to the same store. Like I have storybooks for kids and adventure books belonging to the Whimsy Wares Emporium. So if I try to multiple search the products for the store Whimsy Wares Emporium, then VLOOKUP cannot perform the operation effectively unless I try to manipulate store names and try to convince the VLOOKUP that these stores are representing two different stores instead of one. So how we will do that? Let's make a helper column here that we will use to manipulate the function of VLOOKUP at the later stage. So let's type here helper and here I am going to use the formula. Please carefully observe the formula I am going to type here. Press equal to and then select the first entry of your column in which you want to apply the filtration process. Then insert ampersand and type here COUNTIF. COUNTIF function requires two variables, range and criteria. For range, give the reference of the same cell and fix it by pressing F4. Then press colon and again give the reference of the same cell. Then insert comma and again in criteria give the reference of the same cell. Close the bracket and press enter. So here you can see the formula has added a numerical value with the name of the store. As I drag it downwards, you can see it has given the number 2 to the second entry of the Whimsy Wares Emporium. This means now we have created a unique ID for each of our stores. Let's use this technique to manipulate the VLOOKUP function. But before doing this, select your data range excluding the headers and let's give it a name. Go to formula bar. Here you will find the option of define name. Click on it. Go to define name and here type in any name. I am going to type kid twice and press OK. Now let's copy only the headers excluding the helper column from here by pressing Ctrl C. Go to second sheet and place your headers here by pressing Ctrl V. Now let's do some artistic work to create a search box here. Go to Insert tab. From the shapes, you can select any shape. I am going with the rectangle. Now let's draw the rectangle. Then go to Shape Effects and let's give them some effects. From Shadow, I am going with this option and I want to use bevel as well. So in Shape Effects, go to bevel and select the first option. Then click on the box and type here search. For formatting the text, go to Home, select Alignment option from here and you can change the font size from font options. And here we are with our button. Let's merge columns E and F together by going to Home tab and using the Merge Cells option. And let's make a helper column again here. Now I am going back to sheet 1 and from here I am going to copy the first entry of my stores column, highlight it and press Ctrl C, go to sheet 2 and in front of the text bar paste the entry that you have copied from sheet 1 and in helper column here I am going to type in 1. You can drag it down the rows, so I think it is enough for my data. Then press on this plus sign and select fill series. So here you can see different numbers have been added into the rows. Let's apply the VLOOKUP formula here. Type equal to, then type VLOOKUP. Now select this entry and press F4 to fix it. As I told you earlier that VLOOKUP cannot read all the entries with this name. This means we have to embed the numerical value with this entry to make each entry belonging to that category unique. So what I am going here, I am going to insert ampersand here, and the helper column that I have generated here will serve as a number provider. So I am going to select the first entry, and let's fix the column by pressing $sign. Leave the row because the row is supposed to change as you drag down your cursor in the rows. Insert comma, and here it is asking for table array. Our table array is a data set that is sitting in sheet 1 and we have given it a name, kids choice. So let's start typing kids, and here you can see it will provide us with the options that we have saved our data with. I am going with kids choice. Again press comma, and here we have to enter the column index number. Let's type in 2 because in our sheet 1 stored column is the column 2 and our helper column is column 1. So I am giving it a number 2. Then again insert comma, and we wish to go for the exact match, so I am going with the false. Close the bracket and press enter. Here you can see my store name has been appeared here. If I place my cursor here and try to drag it in other cells, then you can witness that I am seeing the same value here, and I don't want it that way because in product section I want to see the products, and in sales section I want to see the sales. So let's rectify our formula first. Go to your formula section, and here instead of 2, remove it. I am going to use the columns formula. Type in columns, and here you have to provide the array. Now select the empty cell above the helper column and fix it by pressing F4. Then press 2 colons and give the reference of the cell next to it. Close the bracket, bring your formula back and press enter. Now place your cursor over the entry and again drag it towards the right, and here you can see that my values have been changed with original values. Now if I drag it downwards, so you can see all my Whimsy Wears Emporium entries are appearing here. But I am also seeing some not applicable values. In order to remove them, let's again amend our formula. Place your cursor on the first entry, and here I am going to use the if error. So let's type if error, start the bracket, bring your formula closer to the bracket, and in the end insert comma and type inverted commas, then insert space, again type inverted commas and close the bracket and press enter. Drag it towards right and double click on the values, and here you can see all the error values have been removed. Now let's check our formula. Type here little and press enter. Here you can see all the values have been vanished from here while it is supposed to be little pops appearing here. The reason is that our formula is not ready to understand the half names of stores yet. So we need to alter in a way that it can understand the half names. So in order to do that, let's make some changes. Here in our linked cell, we have to type the formula. So let's remove the little and instead type equal to VLOOKUP, and what we want to VLOOKUP, we have to type inverted commas static, again inverted commas, add ampersand sign, then give the reference of your cell where you are supposed to type the text in actual, that is RE2, press F4 to fix it, again insert ampersand and type inverted commas static inverted commas, then insert comma, and after that you have to give the reference of table array. So let's type kids choice Comma, our store name is the second column in our main data, so I am going to type 2. And then we have to use the option exact match, close the bracket and hit enter. So here you can see that if I type Vim, I will see all the Whimsy Bears Emporium values, and if I try to type little, so I can see all the values appearing with the name Little Pops. There is also another issue in our search bar, and the issue is that as soon as I remove the text from here, I wish to see this section empty, but I am again seeing the values here. So in order to avoid it, we again need to make some changes in our formula. Place your cursor on the first entry, and here we are going to use the if formula. Let's type if bracket start, if this entry fix it is equal to empty, then leave the below sections empty, otherwise fill the values with appropriate matches. Close the bracket, hit enter, and then drag the formula towards right and then double click, make it applicable on all the rows downwards below the main row. And here you can see that my search bar is empty and my table sections are also empty. If I try to type something here, you can see the values are appearing here. Hide this helper column, click on it, press Ctrl 1, go to custom and here type 3 semicolons and press OK. Then go to column G. First change the text color to white and then hide it. Press Ctrl 1, custom and type 3 semicolons and press OK. Now let's make some artistic changes to our text bar. Go to insert and from shapes select square and let's make a square here. You can give it some effects. Go to shape effects. From shadow, choose shadow effect, and from bevel, let's choose this option. Keep in mind that your text cell is basically E2 because in G cell you can easily see that we have provided E2 as a reference. Now go to developer tab. From here in the insert options, select the text box option from ActiveX control and draw the text box here by dragging it within the square that we have drawn previously. Then click on it, go to properties, in the linked cell type E2 and from here close this dialog box. Then again go to design mode and click on it, and here you can see that what you type here will be reflected in the section below the headers. Let's try wonder and then we can try enchanted charms, and here you can see the products belonging to enchanted charms are appearing here. You can change the boundary color of the box by clicking on it. Go to drawing tools and in shape effects again go to bevel and go to 3D options. Here in color section go to fill and here instead of blue we can choose a good gray color, and you can see that boundary color of our text box has been changed. So this is a way to create advanced filtration box directly in your sheet. If you want to change the font size and font color, then go to developer tab, click on design mode, click on the bar, go to properties by right clicking on it, and here you will find the option of font. Double click on it and from here let's choose Cambria with size 12. Press OK and you can see that font size and style has been changed in the box. Close the design mode and after that you will be able to type in the box. One more thing you need to observe here is that while doing the filtration on data, it doesn't include any hidden rows. So you can easily copy the results from here to any sheet where you wish to see your data. Here you can type Ctrl Alt V, select values, press OK and your data will be appeared here. So I think this is the best thing to do if you have multiple options to copy, because instead of defining criteria for different sections in advanced filter, you can create the search box directly in your data sheet, and there is no limitation on the number of search boxes in your data. You can create as many boxes as you wish to depending upon your filtration requirements. So if you like the today's video, then don't forget to hit like. If you are new to my channel, then do subscribe to it so that you can benefit from upcoming videos. Thank you for your time. Stay blessed. Have a good day.